Hey, hey, hey. Hey guys, welcome to another AB conversation piece. Today we got a lovely, very special guest here, a guy named Peter. Pete, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself to the audience, or
Introduce meaning what I do for a living or the type of person I am?
kind of the type of person you are, like what your personality is, do you prefer chocolate or peppermint, that type of stuff.
I do like peppermint.
Yeah.
And I'm a heavy tea drinker.
Okay.
I like coffee on the weekends. I like vegetarian cuisine. I like thought-provoking music. And I like to recycle. And I drive a Prius. So I talk the talk and walk the walk.
Okay, so you're eco-friendly and you...
Right, because you have the folks that will recycle, right? And then they're driving an F-150. That doesn't make any sense.
That's true. When you were talking, a question popped up in my head, if you don't mind. What's thought-provoking music? Is that like Eminem? Is that opera?
I like difficult music that, well, I guess it all depends on the person, but I feel like Eels, the band Eels, I don't know if you know them or not, I think a lot of their lyrics are very thought-provoking, and Radiohead, their lyrics are very interesting. And complex orchestration bands like that, like Sleigh Bells, and not mainstream stuff. So that's what I like. I don't like the stuff that's too easy. I mean, I like the stuff on the radio, but it belongs on the radio. Like, I don't want it in my CD collection.
Why does it belong on the radio?
Well, for me personally, I don't mind hearing it on the radio if I'm going like into a store, or if I put on the radio in my car, which is very not often. It's fine that it's on there, but I wouldn't want to own it and have it in my collection, because it's something I probably wouldn't reach for. I would just automatically think, okay, this is kind of filler music that belongs when you're outside or at a party. But I usually like music that kind of affects me in a certain way and has a little better quality to it. Not so much throwaway. I mean, remember in 2003, that song, the Hey Ya song?
Yeah.
That's a throwaway song. Do you really want to listen to that like all the time? No. So that's what I mean.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's true.
If you don't mind, something else kind of popped up too as you were talking. You kind of brought out a unique thing, and I know, like, part of your job, you see a lot of people come in. What behavior kind of draws you? Because like you see a lot of people. What would you say is like good, and what's like not, right choice behavior?
When they're coming up to the desk, or just someone inside the library. You have the folks that just walk by and are in the library, but they never have desk business. But then, you have people that come to the desk, check out, and maybe have a little chat.
I guess the desk.
The desk folks?
Yeah.
Well, like you said, a good behavior.
Yeah. What's good for you?
Good for me is if you're friendly and open-minded. You're not afraid of the age gap. Like some students that come in, freshmen, feel like because you're behind the desk and you're older, that doesn't necessarily mean that.
I'm listening.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you can connect to them, and I don't believe that. I feel like everyone can make a connection in some sort. So I like open-minded and kind of treat you like a peer rather than maybe like a servant, or just like, oh, it's the old guy working at the desk. I'm not allowed to kind of share my day. So just be, relaxed and open, talk to me about anything, pretty much. And then you have the folks I like that are the regulars that just walk by. They're not desk folks. It's nice to say hello, or
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have people that come in every day, and they know, they see me every day, but they don't say hello, which I find that odd, because you would think after a point of coming in every day and seeing me looking over that you at least begin to like feel comfortable waving, or or what's going on kind of thing. But some people don't. No eye contact, just boom.
There's a
I mean, I understand that you're in the library to work, but you can throw up your hand. I mean, I'm not asking you to tell me about your weekend. Yeah. So that kind of thing. Yeah. Outgoingness.
Yeah, I agree with you. I used to be one of those people who was kind of in the zone, was kind of closed-minded, shy, and man, it's. I think you think you're doing the right thing, but you're really not. I don't think.
Right.
You're living both ways.
Well, I think the problem is nowadays people feel like you're bothering someone. Like if you talk to them like, oh, I don't want to bother them and get into all the details because I've got work, or that person may have something to do. I feel like people should stop a little more often and just take a time out. I mean, we do that when you first came in, right? It was just kind of hello, and you'd walk by, but then it kind of slowed down. You'd check in with me 10 minutes, whatever time you had, and I respect that. It's not like if a student comes up to me and they start talking, it's not like I'm going to whine when they have to go to work, and work on their paper, because I understand that you're here to do your paper or, study. But I like the interaction. It helps my day also.
Yeah. And I think that's good too. That's the other side of it. Like as a conversationalist, like if someone comes up to you to have a conversation, but you also got to respect that they might be coming to say hello, but they also have to go. They might not have time to hear about your aunt or whatever's happening in Colorado, etc., etc.
Right. That's true. Because I wouldn't want to hear about what's going on in Colorado. Oh,
Well,
that was
you
just
might-
an example.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I thought those were a couple of wonderful tidbits.
Those are good tidbits. Very healthy. Not demeaning. Just told it like it was. Might be some good tips for people. Don't be afraid to talk to people at the desk, no matter where you're at.
Yeah, no, or even not at the desk. Taco Bell, cash register person, wherever it is.
Bank,
DMV,
DMV, the bond office,
the bond office, gym.
Toll booth, crime scene, ambulance driver. What's the hurry?
Yeah.
Oh, patient with a heart attack in the back. Can't take 2 minutes to say hello while I cross the street. That's maybe a bit much.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Right. I think the point of this video is when they mean stop and smell the roses. Stop and have a conversation.
Yes.
If you can.
Don't be shy.
Sometimes those roses are gonna. You don't want to get too close.
That's right.
Cut yourself on the spikes, but I think roses as well like it when you smell it, and go on with your day.
Take a second to sniff the rose.
Right.
You got the message. You don't have to sit there and bury your nose in it, right? You don't have to clip it.